So we just finished up the all of the full demonstrations for the final sequence in your first dance break. The break step that we do at the end of the running flaps, where we lock in our formations in the 2 arcs around Reno, are flap, 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 step, shuffle, ball change, stomp. The stomp happens as Reno is singing the lyric when, which is the pickup to the second verse, when grandmama whose age is 80. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, step, shuffle, ball change, when grandmama whose age is 80, okay? So the second verse is kind of a built-in breather, which is why, you know, Reno's got a little bit of time before. She's just kind of bouncing and enjoying the circles going around her. She joins in for that last fancy break step and then picks up the verse. So she's got a nice good time to get in some nice big breaths before she's got to pick up the whole melody by herself again. Dancers, now you have a few lines to just kind of recover. And again, it's going to be a lot of interactions with Reno, interactions with each other on the cast. Remember, we are in our 2 arcs. One is in the middle, which was the line that followed Billy. Our outer arc was the line that followed Mooney. Reno is just going to work the stage. She has that whole first line of the second verse, when grandmama whose age is 80. Dancers, in our arcs, you're just, again, going to groove and kind of bounce in place. Now that we've kind of loosened up with this big dance break, don't hesitate to be a little less conservative than how we were when we were bouncing in place at the beginning of this tune. Please make sure that whatever you do end up doing as your individual moves are appropriate to the time period, obviously are appropriate to be done in front of an audience, and are not anything that would be too big or distracting to upstage what Reno is singing and her moment here to take the verse back over. So she's got the first line to just kind of work the stage, work the audience. On the line, when mothers pack and leave for father, that is where Preston, as Whitney, is going to kind of stumble his way out of the arc. He's going to come downstage. He and Reno are going to meet up downstage center, have a little exchange between the two of them. On the line, decide to be tennis pros. Reno's just going to kind of give him a little hip check or a little elbow, or just kind of send him on his way. And he's going to make his way back into that inside arc position. So that takes care of the first half of this second verse. So you're just kind of bebopping along, cast. Again, regaining your breath and just having a good time. Just interact and have a good time here. At the point that we get to, again, it's another build. That is where this time in the second verse, Reno is singing the lines, if driving fast cars you like, or low bars you like, or bare limbs you like, or Mae West you like. She's going to just work around the frontier of our formation. As she passes along, each designated group is going to strike a pose, basically. So the first group is going to strike a pose on cars. Actually, if driving fast, yes, it is cars. Bars is group number 2. Limbs is group number 3. And Mae West, the W of West, is my group 4. Again, you can pick a pose that you would like to demonstrate whatever your designated word is. So cars, bars, limbs, West. Whatever it is that you choose to pick as your individual pose, again, make sure it is appropriate and make sure that it is something you can comfortably freeze and hold as kind of a statue pose for just a couple of seconds. Your freeze in this particular instance is not as long as your freeze that opened the song. But just something, again, to keep in mind. Don't do something like standing on your head, spitting quarters, and doing a tap dance in the air. Obviously, that's not a pose that you'd be able to hold for a few seconds comfortably. So Reno, all that you are doing for verse number 2 is you are just working it. You can play with the audience, interact with the cast, and then you're going to make your way over to Whitney, who's going to stumble his way here down stage center. And then you're just going to kind of follow follow the shape that the cast has created here with our arcs. Low driving fast cars you like, or low bars you like, or bare limbs you like, or Mae West you like. Or me undressed tonight to molest tonight, I believe is the line. You're going to make your way back over to Billy, who is stage left. That is, again, another just a playful interaction between the two of you. Billy, obviously, you would break out of your freeze to have that little exchange with Reno, and it's another little ha-ha type of moment. Very lighthearted. Cast, you stay frozen even during that exchange with Billy. So that is the first portion of your second verse. After her exchange there with Billy, Reno's going to come back to center stage. Ladies, you are going to break out, or cast breaks out of their pose. Ladies, you're going to travel to stage right, just doing a little strut walk. Nothing fancy, nothing really choreographed, just in keeping with whatever character you have created for yourself. We're going to split. Ladies, come to stage right. Gentlemen, you are all going to line up stage left. Gentlemen, I think you'll be able to probably stand in one straight line. Ladies, we are going to split into two lines. Ladies, you're going to end facing stage left. And gentlemen, you are going to end facing the ladies, facing towards stage right. Because the movements in this second verse are really minimal, there's not much really to break down. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right to the full demonstration of verse number 2. This is picking up at the right at the last count of our break step out of our running flap section. Step, shuffle, ball change, stop. And that's again on When Grandmama. Okay? So here we go. We'll move on to the next clip that includes the full demonstration with the music and